Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. I'm here today with my green polishes that are not creams. So I've got a lot of them. I've had to break this down into 3 different videos. So the first video will be my Crellies, Flakies, and some glitters, a couple of glitters. Greens, I've got 14 of them, and then in other videos I've got an entire video of like shimmery green polishes and then my holographic green polishes. So I'm going to start with the category that's got everything in: flakies, Crellies, glitters. So that's what we're going to look at today. I haven't filmed videos for a while actually. I know if you're a regular viewer you won't have noticed the difference, but I've done that time traveling thing where I've had a catalogue of videos that I filmed before I went on holiday. I had a lovely time in Mykonos, by the way. I don't know if you can tell, I've got a little bit of colour, a little bit of maybe not. Oh, there a little bit. I've just put some moisturiser on my hands, so they're quite oily. That should be fun opening the bottles. Yeah, it was really nice. The Greek people are lovely. The weather wasn't brilliant. The weather was better in the UK than it was over there, but it was lovely. I would definitely go back, maybe some different Greek islands next time. Although I would definitely go back to Mykonos again. Anyway, I didn't have any videos left and I was like, oh my God, I've got a video supposed to be coming out on Sunday. So my schedule is Wednesdays and Sundays, 3 p.m. UK time. And I didn't have any, so I'm rushing to get some videos in the bank, in the vault, and build up those videos again so that I'm not rushing to do it. So actually today is the day that this video goes out. I think it's the 21st of June. Anyway, I've got these polishes in like lighter to darker shades. And what I've got on my nails at the moment we're actually going to be looking at in a second. It's the second polish that's up. Do you like my new ring? It's a blue opal that I got from Mykonos. Very nice. I do like silver. So the first one is, and I need to remember to let you know what the name of the polish is and the brand, because I tend to rush through them. This is Rogue Lacquer, an indie polish, and this is called Let Them Eat Cake. And I think I got this from Rainbow Connection. I tend to get quite a lot of my international indies from Rainbow Connection. Sorry, I was distracted by how beautiful this rose gold flake is in there. That's gorgeous. I've not worn this polish for a while. It's more of a spring shade to me, but yeah, it just looks amazing. I love it. I'm thinking about pulling this out and putting it on the rack. Those flakes are lovely. So that's Let Them Eat Cake from Rogue Lacquer. And then the next one is what I've got on my nails. This is an Ada's Nails. And it's actually, I put this on yesterday and unfortunately it's chipped a little bit there, but it is a beautiful polish. This is Minted from the Individuals collection. And it is a pale mint, but it's not a bright, it's more of a kind of muted pale green. And again, it's got those like rose gold, but multi-chrome. This is more of a multi-chrome. Yeah, multi-chrome rather than rose gold, but in some shades it's rose gold. But this is beautiful. And again, a brilliant formula. She's a genius at making polishes, Kat. It's very delicate, but it builds up brilliantly and it's great in 2 coats. So that's Minted. Yeah, I'm working, I live in the northwest but of the UK, but I actually work in London. And I'm travelling to London. I'm not there all the time. I work from home mostly, but I'm in London a few days a month. and I'm there next week all week, and I'm at a conference tomorrow, and I'm doing a presentation, and I just wanted to have something that wasn't too distracting for me on my nails, so I wanted like a neutral, and I just fancied like a minty shade, so yeah, I went with that one. The next one is a Illamasqua, and it's one of the speckled ones. This is Mottle, and it's the green speckle. So this has got black matte glitters, and I think it should still be, it's more of a sort of pistachio green, this one, rather than these two are kind of seafoam green. But yeah, still a great formula. I still maintain that the best formula in these mottled speckle type polishes is the NYC, which obviously we can't get I don't think we can get that easily in the UK. But yeah, this, obviously you can't get this anymore. This Illamasqua don't make nail polishes anymore unless they've started doing it again. They should, because they were amazing. And they had some very popular shades like Jomina, MILF, but this one's Mottle. Yeah, beautiful. Back to the sort of more sea foamy green, and this one is Aeonian, and it's a Polish for Days and Oki collaboration. I think Oki is a Instagram nail polish person. This is beautiful. Lots and lots of finely milled crushed flakies with that bright pink shimmer. So it's actually quite complex. It's delicate but complex. I do love Polish for Days polishes. I am going to do a video at some point on my Polish for Days polishes collection. I always think, oh, maybe I need to destash a couple of them, and then I can never bring myself to do that because they're all amazing. That's a massive flake that I've got in there, but I'm keeping it. We've captured it. But the shimmer, that pink shimmer, is just irresistible. So that's Aeonian from Polish for Days. And then this one here, no brand, but actually it is Claire's surprise. This is, I think it's a colour changing polish, or it's, yeah, I think it's a colour changing, although I can't remember what the surprise is in it. But this was made by, it was made by the Nail Polish Hound. Oh my God, Amanda, the Nail Polish Hound, I just had a massive brain fart, plus the cat was crying in the background. But this was made by Amanda. She had at one point a nail polish making kit, and she was making a few nail polishes, and she sent me this for my birthday a few years ago, and it's such a pretty shade. I don't know what the surprise is. Amanda, if you're watching this video, please let me know if you can remember. But it is actually quite a nice formula. It is more of a topper, I would say. I think you can get this full coverage. Yeah, I think this is pretty easy, full coverage, glitter, topper. But I'm not sure what the surprise is. I love the fact that it's got kind of I don't know, it's like a grey base with this greeny turquoise glitter. But yeah, it's just such an unusual shade. Thank you, Amanda, thanks. The next polish is Dancer from Polish for Days, another Polish for Days. And this is, how would you describe this type of green? It's darker than Aeonian, obviously. That's Aeonian. It's not quite, it's almost like a blue-toned forest green, mid-toned green. But it's very complex. There are shimmers and flakies going on in there. Dancer. So let's see what this one looks like in comparison. We're still on fairly pale greens so far. Oh, actually, yeah, this is very blue. But it isn't blue. It looks it looks very blue on the nail. That's the most green blue polish I think I've ever seen. It definitely would still fall into the green category for me, but it's packed with blue. What shade would you call that? I'm struggling. It's like it looks like a denim type of blue, but with green in there. It's definitely green. That's confusing my head. Let's see what it's like in compared to the next one. This is Cirque Colours Aegean. My God. Oh, Claire, I need a coffee, I think. Aegean. And this definitely is a mid-toned green with beautiful gold flakes, gold shimmery flakes in here. I do love the flakes. So that looks very blue compared to this one. But yeah, that's a really pretty polish. I love that shade of green. And then we've got the one really, really bright polish. I think, you can see this on camera. This is packed with, it's a Cadillac and it's I Am the Danger. And it was a Polish Pickup Rewind. So this is from a few years ago. This is like 6 years old now, this polish. I think it's still in pretty good condition. Nail polishes do last. I've got some nail polishes that are like more than 10 years old, way more than 10 years old. And some like vintage. I've got a vintage Sally Hansen holographic that's, I think, possibly from the early 2000s. Yeah, brilliant, amazing formula. This is I Am the Danger from Cadillac, and that is going to be very noticeable on the nail as a beautiful summer green neon. This one also is looking it's kind of looking a bit blue as well, blue toned. I'm confused by these two polishes here. Okay, we're moving into the darker category now. Although this is still quite bright, but more of a forest green and a couple of khaki greens, and then a couple of glitters. This one is Fair Fight, and it's from Prism Polish, and it was another one of the polishes from the Squid Games collection. Can't remember in that series what was green or what this is representing, but it is a very bright sort of pea green. Yeah, bright, but not as bright as this one. And you can see, oh, actually it's red, it's crushed red flakes, not gold. That's lovely. Wow, yeah, I'm absolutely mesmerised by these polishes. This one here is Shamrock and Roll from Painted Polish, and this one is more of a khaki sort of army green. And this again has got the multi-chrome flakes. So it's for some people this is a ugly pretty polish. Not everybody likes this type of shade. It's very much a kind of autumn fall shade, but look at the flakes in there. It's just irresistible. Yeah, love it. They're all, I can see why I've kept these ones, because the formulas are great on them. I can't see me destashing a single one of them. This is another polish for days, and this is really unusual. I might do a video on like my most unusual polishes, and I think this probably would fall into that one. This is Shadow on the Moon, Nightmare Part 2. Don't know what that was from. 2021. I think it is just like the most flaky green polish that I've ever seen. And there are some black. I think the shadow is perhaps the black part of it, but this is multi-chrome in a jelly base, multi-chrome, but with black flakes in there as well, black glitters in there. Very unusual. Needs to be built up, but still pretty good just on the one coat. And then we move on to, this is quite a shifty polish. I have got a category and a completely different video that will just be shifty polishes, but this one is, it's because of all the flakes in it. This is Ragnarok, and it does look like a kind of gold, but it does go like that green, red, gold shift. So it's ended up in the green category because, from what I can remember, there's quite a green base to it. This is Moonshine Mani. Yeah, let's have a look. See, it's very sort of metallic, and it is a real ugly, pretty shade base. Very sort of autumn. This is perfect autumn polish. Yeah, let's see what that looks like after 2 coats. Beautiful, very complex, very unusual. So that's Ragnarok. And then this, I don't know what the formula is going to be like on this. I've had this is a long time. I've had this about 10 years, I feel. This is the Round Space Collection, and it's from Dance Legend. And this is the one that's actually got, and the light still works in it. There's a light there, so when you're in the middle of a club and you need to top up your glittery nail polish, you've got a light there to help you. Amazing. This is very glittery, very sort of St. Patrick's Day funky novelty polish, quite Christmassy as well, I guess. The formula's still pretty good. Yeah, I'm just going to need a couple of coats to build that up. I think I've mainly swatched this, to be honest with you, rather than worn it. I have worn it a couple of times. The glitters, the round glitters in it are big. I haven't got that many of the big glitters on here, but I'll try and capture them in the second coat. But that is Annihilation, it's called. Annihilation Round Space Collection from Dance Legend. And then I've got this little tiny mini here from Ada's Nails. I think this was from this is Bar Humbug, so it's definitely from a Christmas collection. And it's a green, like, tinsel glitter polish. I think there was like, yeah, there was a collection of like tinsel type polishes. This is super shiny and glittery, and that would be very noticeable as a Christmas polish on the nail. Wow, that is literally like foil, crushed foil on the nail. So there they are, my yeah, I'm mesmerised by them. Crellies, Flakies, and glitters. Oh, green polishes just send me insane. I'm going to put a second coat and then we can come back and take a closer look at the finished product here on these polishes. Okay, look at these. Some of them have changed quite a bit on a second coat. Look at these 3 here. Unbelievable. So we have, I've managed to capture a couple of those big round circle glitters as well. So we've got here Rogue Lacquer Let Them Eat Cake, beautiful perfect rose gold. Absolutely love it, love it. These are the Seafoam shades. Minted, which is exactly what I've got on my nails today. Ada's Nails. Illamasqua Mottle, beautiful. Yeah, it's like minted ice cream, chopped chip ice cream. This one here is Aeonian. I managed to cover that massive flake that I captured, but just look at the shimmer in that. Gorgeous. This one is the Claire's surprise. I can't remember. I think it was just the fact that it was a surprise for my birthday. I don't know if there is any colour changing, anything in it, but the colour is lovely, and that can be built up. That's 2 coats. I'd say another coat on that to be fully opaque. I was going to say opaque then. Let them eat opaque. 3 coats to be opaque. And this one is Dancer, which is the Polish for Days kind of, is it blue, is it green? It's definitely, I don't know, I'm still confused about the colour. What do you think this colour is? And this one is slightly more green. That's the Cirque Colours Aegean. Beautiful. This one here is that Cadillac, struggling with my memory today, I Am the Danger. This one is Fair Fight. I remember this one. I've managed to get a little lump in there, but that green with the red crushed glitters, I just love it. Beautiful polish. That's Shamrock and Roll from Painted Polish. Look at this one. That's it. It just like takes your breath away. What kind of witchcraft is this? So that one is another Polish for Days, and that's the what is it? Shadow on the Moon. Shadow on the Moon, with the black glitters and flakes. Just beautiful. Ragnarok by Moonshine Manny, Phoebe's brand. Phoebe on YouTube, who does swatching. And that's the Annihilation from Dance Legend, the crazy glitters. I don't know what that would look like over another polish. It seems like the green is quite similar to this one, but I don't know. I think I'd just wear that on its own. And then that is the Bar Humbug, which is the beautiful dark green foil Christmas nail polish. I love it. Absolutely love it. So they are my green, lots of different types of finishes. I won't go through them again because my brain is hurting, but that are not creams, not shimmers, and not hollows. Everything else. And I think you can see why I've kept them. They've managed to make the cut from several different destashes that I've done, and I am going to be keeping all of them. But yeah, let me know what your favourite unusual type of green is. That's probably the most unusual. That's insane. And I will see you in the next video, which will be my green shimmers. Thanks for watching. Bye.